noise collectively for each and every one of these people. Make some noise. To all, we say, congratulations for being where you are, but fight on and fight hard, because that's how we reach success, okay? Next up, ladies and gentlemen, very exciting segment. It is time for our LEAD 2018 Emerald panel, and to do us the honors of introducing our panelists, please join us to welcome our host, Emerald Director, Angela Licente.
Today. We've had such an amazing day so far, and I'm really excited to be here to facilitate the Emerald panel, because this is really the stepping stone to Diamond Directorship. So it's such an important rank, and these guys are really in the trenches, working in the field with their team. So I hope you've got your pens and notebooks ready, and please put your hands together for our International Emerald panel. So from the Philippines, please welcome Felma Ong. From Malaysia, we have Alice Tan and her husband from Australia, John Payne. Again from Malaysia, we have Peggy Leong. And to round out our panel, we have Wesley Liu from Malaysia. Okay, so we might start in the middle there with the handsome John Payne, who's actually a friend of mine from Australia. So John, we've worked together before over in Australia, and I love the work that you do with your team. Can you please share with the audience, how do you lead a team in 2018?
Thank you, Angela. Good question. 2018, we have to lead from the front. We have to be participating 100%. If our team is going to follow us, they have to see us in the field. We see the diamonds that are out there building and growing, and we want to be like them. We want to follow them in the field. So for us, for Alice and myself, when there's a chance to participate, when there's events going on, more than likely you're going to see us there, because we want to build this amazing family as big and as strong as we can.
I love that, John. It's all about duplication, following the leader, and really setting a culture where everyone's duplicating the right activities to grow a team. So we might hand it over to your beautiful wife, Alice, there. So Alice, what advice can you give everyone in the audience about getting new people started?
Wow, good question. Jeunesse family, how everyone? Wow, thank you, Angela. Okay, how to get people get started, right? So you heard this morning what our double diamond giraffe from Thailand say? How to get started? Use the product, talk to people, right? Yes, everyone come in to join Jeunesse, they have their own reason, right? So you must know your why you want to come into Jeunesse. Myself come into Jeunesse is because the product changed my dad's health. So today, Jeunesse really changed both our husband and wife lifestyle. So now the whole family, we love Jeunesse and we live Jeunesse. Everyone know your why. So you will get started, you are unstoppable. Woo!
Thank you, Alice, the most passionate woman I know in Jeunesse. Peggy, we'll go to you now. So Peggy, how do you use social media with your team?
All right, good afternoon, everyone, and thank you, Angela, for the kind introduction. Well, in fact, when I got into Jeunesse 5 years back, it was through social media, because I noticed my diamond director, Kina Chia, posted lots of information regarding Jeunesse on Facebook. And in fact, I personally am using Facebook, Instagram, for my marketing tools. And I believe that, if we post things which can actually derive attraction, curiosity at the same time, whatever passion we put in fact, these people will be able to see our passion in Jeunesse. And all these, in fact, like what I say, most of the time, these people, when they see all our passion on social media, they will be able to attract them to what Jeunesse is all about.
I love that, Peggy. I love using authenticity to really connect with people online and taking those relationships offline. Now, Felma, I'd like to ask you a really important question. My first LEAD event in Las Vegas 5 years ago, Felman and I sat on a table together, and our journey started from that event. So I've been following your journey, love what you do in the Philippines.
Thank you.
Can you share with everyone, in your experience, what has been the biggest joy from being a leader in this industry?
Okay, good question. You know what's great with Jeunesse opportunity is that when you are a distributor, you can have everything you have dreamed of. By working hard with the opportunity, like getting a big check. Would you like to have a big check? Of course, that would make you happy. Looking younger, helping other people to achieve success. What else? Having more confidence in speaking in front of big audiences. Those are the joys of a distributor. But when you become a leader, it's no longer about yourself. It's no longer about your accomplishment. For me, the greatest joy that I experience and when I see people, ordinary distributor, transform themselves to become a good and effective leaders. And if that's happened, in the process of transformation, they come to me and they would say, thank you for Jeunesse opportunity. I just got my big check. I just got my first car. I just bought more food on the table. I just had my first trip to the US and trip to Europe. For me alone, when I hear these comments, when I hear these people saying that to me, looking back, I'm glad I joined Jeunesse.
That's wonderful answers there, Felma. Being a true servant leader does definitely give us the greatest joys in our business. So Wesley, let's go to the end here with you. Let's ask Wesley about, how you reach out to your team, Wesley. How I reach out? Yeah, how does your team reach out to you? Let's start with that.
How does my team? Thank you, Angela. Well, right now, I'm already retired. I've been in the jewelry business for almost 30 years. And because of Jeunesse, I found a way to retire. And doing nothing during retirement is very boring, get old, and actually die younger. So Jeunesse gave me an opportunity to do something in my retirement years. So my team, actually, I'm available 24/7. Of course, they won't call me in the middle of the night, right? But yeah, I'm available, and I'm a very good listener. Every time they have problems, or they're down, or they get rejection, they do give me a call, and I'm very good at listening. And just not only my team, actually my whole group of people, my sidelines, do call me for help. So I'm available.
Fantastic. So again, from Scott Lewis's message this morning, being a good listener when your team does reach out to you. So let's go back to John. And probably a question that I should have asked first, shouldn't I, John? Everyone in the audience would be wondering this. When did you decide to join your amazing wife, Alice, in this business?
When did I join Alice? Has anybody, I'm talking to the ladies actually, has anyone had trouble with their husband when they join Jeunesse? I hear a bit of laughter. Like you go home and they say, don't know, no, don't think so. I said that to my wife for 2 years. 2 years. My wife, I would drive to the meetings and drop her off, and then I'd say, what time you want me to pick you up? For 2 years. But then, like Felma says, people come back and they start saying thank you. I traveled with my wife for 6 weeks, and people kept saying thank you to her. People that were spending money, and they were coming back and saying thank you to her. Jeunesse is out there changing lives, one family at a time. And when I saw that, it touched my heart. And I realized that Jeunesse is not just a company, it's a family, it's a culture, it's something that we can truly use to be bigger than ourselves. So I joined Jeunesse quite a long way after my wife. She had to do all the hard work. She had to do the high yards. I just came in here and stand on stage and enjoy. But I'm very grateful for this. Actually, I'm very nervous standing here. Public speaking was never my thing. But thank you to Jeunesse. Thank you, Wendy, Randy, Scott. Thank you to everyone. And guys, go out there, build big.
And how blessed are we now to have John working with Alice and being at these events. We love your energy, John, and your passion for this industry. So let's hand the mic over to Alice again. And this is actually a really great question. And the GPS promotion, which is, really a tool for us to use within our teams and getting new people started. How do you, Alice, you and John have had such great results with GPS. We've shared some of those backstage. How do you use the new GPS tool in your team?
Okay, when the GPS company release is last year from October to December. So from there, we really learned. So by this year, January, when release again the GPS, you know what is GPS? GPS, it lead you to your destination, right or not? Yes. So Jeunesse GPS is Guide to Personal Success. So when it released on this year, 2 months ago, January, that I was in Australia, wow, once it's released, I gathered all my Australian leaders to say, okay, you have 1 month to achieve the ranking. So I managed to achieve, using the GPS system, to achieve 5 more people to go and join the Sapphire Leader retreats in Nusa. Wow, wonderful. They have a very good weekends in Nusa and learn a lot from the leaders. So this morning until today, and this morning share with our bosses, Wendy, and then Chris Cooper, and just now our Chief Development Officer, Dennis Windsor. Everyone just talking about GPS. You heard a lot of GPS today. So, company is so generous. GPS is a part of, we earn our rewards from the plan, and then the GPS is to lead us to get an extra bonus. Do you know this year, 2018, how much bonus company have to pay another extra out to help us to change our life, to earn more extra income? Wow, I tell you, I just keep sharing our founders, their mission and vision to other people. I say, grab the chance. These 3 years, everyone know the year 2020, what is the mission, visions of Jeunesse? It's going to create a legacy company by 2020. Let's grab these 3 years. It's the momentum, including this GPS for us. We can help more people achieve their rank and have extra money in their pockets. So I use GPS every moment I share with my team. And we have a WeChat group for 500 people. Every night they share GPS in these 500 people groups. Wow, it's amazing to help more people. Yes, GPS is the timing right now. Help more people change their life with GPS.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
So there you go. I mean, we've heard so much about GPS, and I love that it's effort, reward, recognition, and the 3 things that people really need to see the most when they're getting started in our business. So let's get back to Peggy, and I just want to ask you, Peggy, about how you communicate differently with marketers that are online opposed to marketers that are offline.
I would say not everybody are social media active, okay? For those who are not social media active, what I do is I actually pull them into separate group chats like WhatsApp and WeChat, and that is where I actually give support to them. And most of the time, these people actually, they may be from cold or warm market, but that is where I ensure that, whatever queries or whatever support they need, I will just attend to them. But offline, many of these people, they are actually very social media, like myself, Facebook, Instagram, some more. You can actually go on the WeChat as well. And most of these people, when they actually see what we actually post on social media, they get excited. We can actually post things like, like yesterday, we just posted the Zen exercise workout on just Facebook. And today, we're getting actually through Messenger asking us, hey, when are we going to launch this Zen? We want some products. So basically, it's all about creating excitement, creating curiosity. And at the same time, if you think the people or the prospects ask questions, you think they are potential, what I usually do, I'll pull them to the messenger box. And from there, you can actually share more with them. So it's actually the possibility for you an opportunity for you to actually get more prospect through the social media. Yeah, that's what actually I do.
Fantastic. I love that, Peggy. So it's really about building those relationships and using the online tools and different platforms to communicate effectively and taking it offline. So, Falma, I'd love you to answer your second question. This is such a great question for you. So I know you've been in this industry for many years and you decided to come to Jeunesse. You could really see the big vision like I did at that event in Vegas. What has for you been your biggest challenges and how have you overcome them?
Okay. Well, of course, in Jeunesse, we live a balanced life. If you have your biggest joy, you also have your biggest challenges. For those who are starting, of course, you experience them when you go to the field. It's like getting leaders, new people to join your organization. When we started the Philippine market, it's like I have only 2 girls with me and my 3 upline OCs. Okay, and I have to drive them. It's like a 2 hours drive away from Manila, going to San Pablo City, and applying credentials almost collapsed on the car because I cannot find the switch of, you call this aircon. So we have to do that because we have to reach out this market. Also, when you're already in Jeunesse, as a leader, you have your own challenges, like you lose a lot of people, good leaders. Have you experienced that? They go to the next flashy company. They don't want to work hard, but they want to earn the big bucks. Okay? So, but that's not for me the real challenge of a leader. For me, the biggest challenge of a leader is for you to stand tall and strong in front of your leaders, in front of your team. Although you want to give up, but you cannot do that. Why? Because they are looking at us. They are drawing inspiration and strength from us. So you cannot do that. You cannot just turn your back to them. You have to be strong always for them. You have to lead them. Why? How can I overcome that? I just get to the reason why I joined Jeunesse in the first place. And for me, the reason why I joined Jeunesse 5 years ago is to have my life changed for the better, not only for myself, but for my family and the people that entrusted their future with my leadership. That's the reason why after 5 years, I'm not yet a diamond. And I believe that diamond will be the best fulfillment of a best life that we can ever dream of in Jeunesse. And to quote Hercules, someday I will be there. If I go the distance, I will stay on track. I won't accept defeat. It may take a lifetime, but it's all worth the wait. It's gonna be an uphill slope, but I won't lose hope. Because if I go the distance, I can be a diamond. And if I can be a diamond, my journey with Jeunesse is complete. Thank you. Let's all go diamond.
That's amazing, wonderful, Thelma. I love your advice and just stay on track, stay connected to your why, the reason you started in the first place, and just keep moving forward. And you've done that brilliantly over the last 5 years. Congratulations. Please give her another round of applause. So now, Wesley, I'd love to ask you your last question. What tools do you use to communicate with your team?
Okay, I think before I can even communicate with my team, I think there has to be a friendship and trust established. So normally, if they're local, I would have a team building and meet up with them and have parties with them. You know, sometimes we play the Chinese games together. You know, you might not know about it. Anyway, they know. Gambling games.
I know that.
Yes. So, yeah, build that trust and friendship, and then we can have effective communication, right? I think I'm very fortunate to be doing networking business at this age and time, because with all this social media, with this connection, we can, this business is about connecting people, and right now we can connect people for free. You know, we have apps like WhatsApp or WeChat where you can communicate not only locally but all over the world, and it's free. And for me, it's very fortunate I'm doing it right now, right? Okay, besides that, how do I communicate with my team? Once I establish that trust, I think the next thing I would do is to be straightforward with them. I mean, a lot of people say that they want to make money, but a lot of times they're not willing to come up with the effort to make that money. So we have to be very forward with them, because this is not an easy thing. You know, a lot of people think maybe it's because a lot of distributors paint the picture too easy. Actually, it is a tough thing, right? It's very tough. Well, nothing easy is going to make you good money, correct? So yeah, got to put it forward to them that they really got to come up with serious effort and to understand actually how much they actually want to make, because for everybody it's different. You know, some people make a couple $100, they're very satisfied. But for I think for a lot of people, if you can connect with them on a deeper level, a lot of people want a change in their lifestyle. So that requires much more effort than just a hobby thing. So I think communication there, once we establish trust, we can do it much easier. Thank you.
Fantastic. So really investing in the relationships and the people that you introduce to this business to get the best and most effective results. Thank you so much, Wesley. So we might give an extra question to the man in the middle there, John Payne. And this is a surprise question for John, but I know he's up for it. He's an Aussie after all. Oh, only one Aussie in the audience? Where are you all? So, John, I know that with your lovely wife there, Alice, you've been building not just here in Malaysia, but also in Australia. So how have you been able to balance that international team that you have?
How do we balance our growth in international markets,
Yeah,
in different markets?
how do you manage, building leadership in different parts of the world when you're not actually there 100% of the time?
Obviously, we have to communicate very effectively with our teams in different markets. So for different markets, we use WeChat, WhatsApp, Line. We use all the different types of media to communicate effectively. And we do tend to travel. When there are events in certain markets, we'll follow the events so that we can bring as many of our team to be in front of other leaders and to learn from other leaders as well as just learning from ourselves. So it's very important for us to be able to plug into the international events. And my beautiful wife, Alice, I mean, I am the luckiest man in the world, really. You know, I really am, because she's got all this energy. And when we go into a market, all of a sudden things start to pop up. 5 new sapphires in Australia in January. You know, this is the exciting part of it. So when we arrive, we want to meet with our leaders. We want to meet with a whole bunch of new prospects and see how we can be most effective. The challenge is sometimes we have to work separately. In the first 2 years, when Alice was building, I actually only saw her for about 7 weeks. Most of the time she was building internationally. So prepare to spend a bit of time apart from your loved ones. Prepare to make some sacrifices. If you can do the work and prepare to do the air miles, anything can happen. And I think Lyndon is the best example. How many countries in the past 10 days, Lyndon? 12 countries in 10 days. That's a double diamond. Really, that's how it works.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, John. It's been an absolute pleasure facilitating this panel. Guys, these are your future diamonds. When we go to Bangkok, we'll be hopefully recognising some of these guys as diamond directors. Please put your hands together for the current emeralds, future diamonds of Jeunesse APAC. Thank you.